Hey y'all, welcome back to Hanging in the Holler. I've been walking the trail section of Freeze, Virginia. It's in Grayson County. And I went about a mile and now I've turned around and headed back. But you've seen when it first came on the trestle bridge. So that's another one that's kind of just variations across the trail. I looked for a maker label or marker, but that bridge didn't have one. But I would assume it probably was the same one as what I found on the other section of the trail that I was on before. But this is a beautiful section. Those bicyclists rather, I should say, that I met that one day on the Gambetta Trail was right. This section is beautiful, the one that goes right beside the new river. It's very peaceful, and I sort of lonely in a sense because I've not seen a single soul. It's about 78 degrees over here, so it's not bad, and it's not really humid. It's actually a really wonderful day to be walking, but there's nobody here. I'm the only one on this trail, but that is sort of nice in a way. But I'll show you the view from here in just a minute. There is a bench up here, and you got a good view across the river from there. But I did want to show you guys this. I thought it was very nice. So I didn't know this was here because I'm pretty sure, unless I came on this part of the trail when I was a child, I don't think I've ever been on this section. So down there, there's a lantern pole, some little benches, and a fire ring. And anybody, can walk on the trail and use it for fishing. And this is what it says. So that's very nice. I don't know how one would do that to make a place, but that's just the same. Hello? Gentleman on a bicycle. I have seen one other human being, but I have seen squirrels, birds, the other critters. But that's my first person since I've been on this trail. So nice to know there's other human life around. I don't know if you can hear the river running, but there's a lot of shoals and rocky areas, different sections of the new river, so that makes a little bit more of a roar. But it is nice. And the water's fairly clear here near the bank. I'm sure out across the way it's probably not as much. There's a lot of deep areas in the new river, so you have to be very careful. Even when we haven't had a lot of rain in recent days, you can still find deep swallows in this river, so you do want to be careful. But check that out. It's beautiful. And we've got all these new construction homes. Some of these have been here since I was a child, but there are a lot, and I'm further down the way down there, that have only been constructed in the last couple of years. And what used to be was all hay fields down along the river. So, with progress, that's what comes. Nothing stays the same. Nice. I could just sit here all day. But I've got to get a move on because I have got to get back to the car and get myself home. I needed to get my walk in for the day, at least my mile, and now I will have 2 miles in, so that's good. I would be doing pretty good if I could just curb my sweet tooth, and I'm trying to do that. But, it's a daily battle, but I'm getting there. Probably a lot of snakes and critters on that island. Here's the view from another bench area. You can see some ducks coming across there. More construction and stuff. These are all newer built homes in the last 5 to 10 years. Maybe a little longer than 10, but definitely earlier than last 20. All the way down. And you can tell because there's no rocks much through this section, so this is much stiller water compared to what I showed you earlier. Just very, very peaceful. And there's an old barn. I don't know if anybody still uses it or not. Looks like that one's fell down. I like seeing those old barns. Yeah, the bugs are kind of rough though. I can hear some campers over that way. Sounds like some kids with them. Camping's always fun. We used to do quite a bit of it when I was a kid. Haven't done it since probably Levi was a baby. I'd like to do more of that, but don't really have the equipment for camping and don't really have a place to go camp, so there's that. But if you have that opportunity, I suggest you do it with a tent and blow up mattress or sleeping bags. That's the way to do it. That's a true full experience of camping. I strongly recommend it. But don't go like off hiking like a mile or two back into the wilderness to camp. Just if you do it, go to a designated place for it, or try small and start in your backyard. But it is something worthwhile to do. Kind of get you out in nature some. It's fun. And those geese are just a squawking. I don't really... Oh, I see there's several more down there. That's as close as I can zoom in, but there's a whole flock down there. I don't know if you can see them or not, but I think there's some babies. So no wonder they were squawking. And over there, just across the way, is Dixon Lane. And so that's how you get to all those new built houses. But we are almost back at the main road. This is something newer. I don't know how long those have been there, but I don't know if they're private or you can rent them. I'm not really sure. But it looks like on up ahead there's a road that crosses the trail for you to go down in there. So I don't know where you get onto that road at, because I don't remember seeing anything at the trailhead, but I don't know. Can't really see because all these bushes. There we go. So I'm thinking these are probably privately owned. Probably not for rental, but it's a neat idea. And there's more of the river. Like I say, here's where it crosses the trail back over there, but I just don't know where you get on to go that way. So you can see the bridge over there. Now this part through here isn't very shaded at all, so, but it's just a short bit, and then you're covered under canopies of trees. So even if it's a hotter day, if you can just make it past this first section, you'll be good. And there's the trailhead, and across the way is the other section of the trail that goes back into the town of Freeze. And just to the left, where you see that little trailer park, is the parking area. And to the best of my knowledge, you do not have to pay to park to get on the trail here. Now you do at the Caboose and Galax, you do down at Gambetta, and several other parts of the trail. You have to pay for parking to get on the trail, but this section you don't. So, and I think the fee is like $7 now. It's gone up in the last few years. It used to be like $4 or $5. So, you know, if you like to go on it regularly, you can always get you a pass, but, you know, like a year pass, because I think they sell those, or pay $7 every time. That adds up if you go a couple times a week, like I've been trying to do, or go to the areas where you don't have to pay. So, just a little nugget there if you're considering the trail but are limited in funds. That's a good way to access it and save your money. And you got a store over here. It's the New River Side Store and Deli, and right attached to it is the New River Outdoor Adventures. So you can go there and rent tubes to float down the river in, and I think they also rent bikes and possibly canoes. I can't remember. I think canoes, and I'm not sure what all else they do have. Or you can come and park and go fish, as you can see that man there on the bank doing. And if you decide to do an activity with the New River Outdoor Adventures, they will drive you in their vans to higher up the river, or whatever the situation is. I don't know if there's a fee for that or not. I've never used their services, but that's a good way to enjoy the outdoors in the New River. And I don't think it's too expensive from what I've heard. So you can definitely look them up online. You just have to be careful when you're crossing. We're going to go ahead and cross real quick. Okay, so I've made it back. I'm gonna grab me a drink and head on home. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing a part of the trail again. Try to show you different sections when I can. And hopefully this gives, you know, people enjoyment, because I know not everybody can get out. So hope this brings a smile to your face and joy in your day. If you will, click subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a like and thumbs up. Comment if you want to. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.